Nigeria-British Chamber of Commerce is one relationship that has been strong and enduring for over a century. And to mark this special year 2014 edition was the annual Presidential Awards for companies and organizations that have distinguished themselves in various categories. In his opening remarks, the president of the Nigerian-British Chamber of Commerce, Prince Adeyemi Adefolu, described this event as a watermark for the chamber and believed that it has gone on to promote excellence, integrity, accountability and innovation for businesses and organizations in the country.
I'm delighted to welcome you to this year's Presidential Dinner and Awards, Nite, which has increasingly become the high watermark of the NBCC year. This event has made a lot of progress from its humble beginning and is fast registering itself on the Legal Social Diary as a major end-of-year event. There's no gainsaying the fact that the NBCC has had quite a full year in its quest to be a credible voice of business. It is probably important for me at this stage to say that we rolled out the drums to celebrate the centenary of the Nigerian-Britain relations because in the annals of human relations, there are not too many countries that have influenced each other so fundamentally as Nigeria and Britain have. In war as in peace, Nigeria and Britain have stood together in the same trenches and on the same platforms. A substantial part of Nigeria's governance today, administrative, judicial, political, company culture, lingua franca, are founded on the British system. So are the structures of the professions, the civil service, the military, education, and other structures. That the over 350 Nigerian tribes can communicate with each other today and communicate with the rest of the world is due to the highly impactful relationship that Nigeria and Britain have had. There are 3 million Nigerians living in Britain, which is the largest concentration of Nigerians living outside Nigeria. Indeed, that population is more than the population of many African countries. Many of these Nigerians hold dual citizenship. This is a great investment in relationship from which both countries can continue to mine for profits forever.
Making his own speech, the chairman of the occasion, Ambassador Dr. Christopher Kolade, former ambassador of Nigeria to the United Kingdom, spoke on the value of relationship between both countries and the need for integrity and accountability amongst leaders.
We need to be quite sure that we know our own identity. There are so many identities going around the place now that we need to be sure of our own. In this chamber, we carry a great deal of history. As the President of the reminded us, that we are celebrating 100 years of this relationship. It's a lot of history. But when you are carrying a lot of history, you're also carrying a lot of responsibility. Because you've inherited something which you're trying to develop now. You're trying to add value to that which you've inherited. And the history shows that you have added a lot of value. The current history reveals the fact that you are still adding value. I pray for Nigeria. I pray that the Lord will have mercy on us. But it is more than prayer. I congratulate this chamber for what you're already achieving. I urge you, please, stay focused and do not allow anyone to take away your identity. God bless you.
Also at the occasion, the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank, Mrs. Bola Adeshola, spoke also on her expectations of a growing and strong relationship between Nigeria and the United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom and Nigeria have come a long way. And indeed, we look forward to a future that continues to be closely linked to the achievement of prosperity, stability, and democracy. And I believe that, as in the case with the United Kingdom, it is the choices we and our leaders make in these three areas that will determine our future. Nigeria's first Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, said on Independence Day in 1960 that Nigeria's relations with the UK were always as friends. And I believe that is as true today as it was 54 years ago. Our relationship is rooted in our joint history, in the large and important Nigerian community, as the President said earlier, in the UK, our deep and expanding trade relationship, and our countless educational, sporting, and cultural connections. And it is indeed exciting to recognize, as we stand at the dawn of a new century for Nigeria, that the future brings with it extraordinary possibilities for us. But I dare say that our future really is in our hands.
Highlight of the event was the presentation of the awards to the awardees, organizations, and companies.
A round of applause for Junior Nigeria, winners of the Online Business of the Year. A round of applause as we call up the representative of Junior Nigeria to come up and receive this prestigious award.
ProShare Nigeria, the leading brand and reference point for reliable, credible, and quality information on the Nigerian financial market. ProShare Nigeria is the leading market news research company, economic and financial data resource that aggregates news, data, and research from independent analysts and proven sources in the Nigerian financial market.
A round of applause once again for Swiftball Limited.
Institution, Africa, dedicated to creating and transmitting business and management knowledge relevant to emerging markets.
Thank you very much once again for Promasidor Nigeria Limited.
Organizations and companies that won awards speak on the value of the awards and what they expect to give more in the future.
It's a great honor for us to be recognized as one of the outstanding British business in Nigeria. It's a great honor for us.
And Nigerians voted you. What does that mean for you moving forward? What should we expect more?
Only do more. We will only do more. Only do more again.
At Diamondback, I think first of all we have been doing this for a very long time, and we also know that it's not just providing finance, but it's how we provide services to our customers. So we also know that it's not just financial, it's not just deposits, but we also assist our customers in enabling their business. So we try to understand what they're doing. We try to provide the resources. It might be financial, it might be the platform in which they can actually effectively do their business, or it could also be providing access to other markets as well. So I think that we try to look at the business from a total perspective.
Well, I mean, it's really gratifying that the government is placing so much more focus on agribusiness, and we want to work hand in hand with the government going forward. I mean, Nigeria and Africa are poised to do great things in the coming years.
It's humbling to be recognized by the Nigerian British Chambers of Commerce, and it's also a testament to the fact that there's a lot of work for us to do to move from being a rising star to being a full-blown star.
I feel very happy that turned out, very well. It wasn't perfect, but an improvement on last year, and I do hope that the next year will be better still. I was very pleased. Yeah.
Mr. Mike Powers, from the British angle, how would you assess this year's awards presentation?
It was a fantastic evening, and the good thing I thought about it was, thanks to Yemi and his team, that it covered the entire range. It covered SMEs, it covered legacy companies, it covered innovation, all of which are really the bedrock for the relationship that has been built up between the NBCC and UKTI. And I think under Yemi's stewardship, we're moving from strength to strength. So big congratulations to him.
With the Nigeria British Chamber of Commerce Awards, we can say categorically that the relationship has lasted for over a century. We look forward to more years of trust, mutual relationship, and accountability amongst two nations that have chosen to become one, an entity when it comes to trade relations.